It's Cherise. Hey, welcome back. Y'all already know it's lit over here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell if y'all want to be notified when I post. So as you guys can see by the title, today's video is going to be about how to forgive people, how to forgive your parents, how to forgive your people from your past in order to receive the life that you want. Okay, obviously I'm not at the top, or I'm not at a place where you guys can be like, oh, this lifestyle, I want it. But I am actually I get a lot of good opportunities coming my way, and you know what I mean, it's just a lot of things that I had to do behind the scenes to even get to where I am today. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in my dream state. Well, this is not my dream state, but it's one of my dream states, Atlanta. And moved from DC. It was a totally unplanned thing. Like, I always kind of planned on moving here eventually, but I kind of stated in one of my videos previously, but I always planned on moving here, but I just didn't know when. You know what I'm saying? I just knew eventually that I wanted to do it, and fortunately enough, things took place, and I ended up moving here. And it's one of those situations where it was like on a risk type of thing, like taking a leap of faith. So I really want to talk to y'all about, just in order to like receive things that you want in your life, it's really important for us to not hold on to things of the past, and like things that people have done to us, and you know what I'm saying, whether it's friends, family, doesn't matter, you know what I mean, business partners, it doesn't matter. You cannot manifest the life that you want because you have a lot of blockages. And for me specifically, I'm still in the middle of my spiritual journey, so I still have blockages as well, you know what I mean. But it's definitely a process. Every day is a new day for me. I write a lot, you know what I'm saying, I do scripting to manifest. But all of that, when I work, if I didn't work internally on like literally healing hurt in me, because a lot of times we can think that things don't bother us anymore, or we're not hurt from past situations just because we think we've moved on from it. But we suppress those feelings deep inside, and we try to like get other things, other outside external resources to make us feel better, try to be busy, or try to do things to like suppress certain feelings. And honestly, that is like the most toxic toxic thing to do. I'm learning a lot about just being a single woman. 25 years old, pretty friendless, familyless, you know what I mean. And that recently happened, in me moving to Atlanta, like a shift in my life. I decided to let a lot of relationships go, including the relationship with my parents, mainly my mom, because that's my main parent. I let a lot of friendships go, like like all of my close friendships that I had. Yeah, so I let all of but 3 friendships completely go. Just because I just feel like when you're moving and shifting, and in your life, and a lot of people will judge you, a lot of people will try to stop you. So I've had those energies around me for a long time, and that's the reason why I never actually pursued moving to Atlanta, because I wanted to move here in 2015, and I had people tell me not to do it. And I will allow these people to get in my head and control my life. And you know what I'm saying, that's not the only thing that stopped me though. Like, I was pretty much going through a lot of trauma for a long time, and you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't really always know, because I would always keep myself busy. Like, I would always work and have a job, modern day slavery. And like the way I would work, I would like always do like day shifts or night shifts, so my days will be busy. So by the time I get home, you know what I'm saying, like I'm like it's exhausted, so I don't really have no time to really heal and like think about myself, and you know what I'm saying. And even if I did, I just wasn't on that level yet. It's just all about like getting in touch with your inner self, you know what I'm saying, focusing on like meditation. And a lot of people don't know exactly how to meditate, you know what I mean. Like, you can meditate in multiple ways. You can meditate like literally sitting, like I'm literally on the floor right now, so you like crisscross applesauce, hands open to the universe or God, which is my source. But some people believe in other things, but my source is God. And you know what I mean, have your hands open and your eyes closed, and literally just allow yourself to just be focused on your breathing. Do not let any external things shift you off. And if it happens to do that, you'll just try to focus on something else like that'll calm you. Think about a tree or some shit, like something really peaceful that'll center you and get you just like really relaxed. And another thing I do is I'll even turn on like meditation sounds as well, just to give me that overall feel that I'm like, you know. Another way to do it, I always pretty much play sounds when I'm meditating, the meditation sounds, because I just think that it helps, with the overall vibe of it all. And because, too quiet can pretty much throw my mind, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Gemini, so my mind is like always everywhere. So, I like to listen to the meditation sounds just to keep me like focused on not thinking about anything, but just relaxing, and just, going inside. So sometimes I'll meditate in the shower just because it's super peaceful. The water's flowing on you, and it's quiet. Sometimes I'll have the lights off and I'll just have the music playing, and there's the water running, and it's super, super helpful. You can meditate in nature. You can go outside, you can go for a walk and just sit still in nature, and just like, your eyes don't always have to be closed in order for you to be meditating, but you really have to be receiving like the internalness of it all, like, if that makes any sense. Be still. A lot of people don't know how to do that. Like, we always have to be busy and be doing this and be doing that, and that's the main problem, is because like a lot of people don't know how to do, don't know how to sit down, or they can't sit down, they don't want to sit down, and people don't realize why. You know what I'm saying? People think it's a good thing to be busy all the time. It's not. It's not. With life, you have to have a balance. You need a balance of everything. You don't need to just full force do, just like people say, you shouldn't consume too much water. You shouldn't consume too much of one thing. So that means if you're constantly busy all the time and you're never sitting still to really be and think, and just without your phone, without your technologies, without people around you distracting you, without weed, without alcohol, without wine, literally without anything but literally you and your source and energy. Like, people usually always try to run, and we do it so unconsciously that we don't even notice that we're running. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it's important to really get in touch with yourself, because once you start getting in touch with yourself, it actually becomes more important to you to actually be still and like, really be with yourself. That's the most important thing. And I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I'm starting to fall in love with myself every single day. I'm falling in love with myself more. You know what I mean? That's why, like, you don't really see me with a lot of makeup. You don't see me with a lot of weave. I mean, I've always been pretty natural as far as hair goes, but like, I just want to just really accept Cherise for all she is, because I think I'm a very beautiful human being with a lot of gifts that I, want to give to the world, to help other people heal, inspire, and manifest the life that they want, because that's very, very important. We all have dreams. We all have, well, most of us have dreams. We have aspirations. We have goals that we, things that we want for ourselves, and they are very, very, very much attainable. It's all about your mindset, and you not letting your parents influence you. You not letting your peers influence you. You're not letting, other people try to influence you in the wrong ways. You know what I mean? Because some people will try to steer you off track because maybe they can't align with you. That's why it's just important, to surround yourself around what you want. So if you want to be an artist, surround yourself around, a bunch of people who are into artsy shit. If you're into music, then surround yourself around people who are also into music. Like, I surround myself with a bunch of bosses because I consider myself a boss. I see myself as a CEO now. Like, even though I don't have like a major super big business or anything like that, I've always pretty much felt like I had like a super duper boss mentality. So therefore I see myself as a boss, therefore I am a boss. So I surround myself with bosses. Like, literally there's nobody around me that's not a boss, or looking to be a boss. I'm constantly manifesting the things that I want because I'm always surrounding myself around those things. And I also take a step back sometimes and just be by myself, which a lot of people cannot do. A lot of people feel like, oh, if I'm by myself and if I'm sitting still by myself, I'm bored. And that's how you're literally just out here living with no purpose, because it's no way you can say that you're bored by yourself, because I don't feel bored by myself anymore. I used to, but you know, the more I get into my spiritual journey, the more I feel at peace when I'm by myself. And I just feel like it's important for people to learn how to be at peace by themselves, because it can prevent a lot of things such as codependency, such as, you know what I'm saying, people just manipulating people just because they don't want to be alone. You know what I mean? And you know, it's just a bunch of things that can just be prevented, you know, like, and especially the manifestation. You know, you can manifest better when you are, you know what I mean, okay with being by yourself, and you're not constantly chasing outside sources. I just take a lot of time to just reflect, and I feel like that's what people try to avoid. People don't want to face those wounds inside, and I feel like that's the number one thing that can stop you from success. And even if you still do have success, it's gonna come at a cost. Like, you're gonna have a lot going on in your environment. You're gonna constantly be attracting, like, a lot of people think, oh, just because you're successful and you're attracting money, then you're, you know, you must have the answers. And that's not true. You know, sometimes it's better to listen to people who don't have all the money, because those are the people who are the most creative, who are the most hungry, who are the most ambitious. You know, when people start to get money, they get lazy. You know, they want other people to think for them. They don't want to think anymore for themselves. They feel as though because they're at a certain level, they're just, you know, they don't have to do anything. They let other people work for them. And I feel like that's when you start to lose touch with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, people are really like starting to, it's always been this way, but it's really sad to see people lose touch with themselves over paper. And you know, money is an energy, and you know what I mean, if you just get on a higher frequency and a higher energy level, then you can attract whatever you want, including money, because that is also a energy. It's important to like forgive, you know, meditate, to just like write out your feelings or express them in any ways that feel good to you, whether it's through, like I said, any of those things I listed: dance, music, acting, whatever. People don't realize they're serving humanity by doing those things, because instead of putting negative things out in the universe and doing bad things, you're putting positive vibrations out by being the best version of yourself. And then you're able to attract more things that you want, and also things that you need. So I'm still on a journey. I fall short because I'm human and I'm not perfect, and I don't try to get on my platform and pretend to be perfect. And whoever takes offense to me, I'll just, you know, keep you in my prayers, because, you know, a lot of people like to take people's personal journey as offense because they're not fully on theirs. You know what I mean? Like, just because you're out making money and you have a job doesn't mean that you're healing. It doesn't mean that you're going to get the successful life you want. It doesn't mean any of that. Literally, my mom is one of the main people who I can speak for when I say this. My mom has been working for all of my life. She's never been without a job. You know what I mean? As long as I've known my mom, she's been a hustler. And she's not a billionaire. She's not super successful. She's a regular person, and she condemns to the world around her, and she's not really a happy person. So, you know what I mean? I feel as though a lot of people try to pressure me to condemn, to, you know, live by the normal standards. And the fact that I take a leap of faith and decide to not chase money, but instead I'm more so just focusing on keeping my vibration high and surrounding myself around things that I want in my life. I think that's so much better than just working a modern day slavery job. That's going to be all for this video, you guys. I'm going to get more into detail about manifestation and more things, meditation, in the future, or in future videos, and, you know, just self-healing overall, because I really want to help people, you know, get aligned with themselves. And instead of just attracting money, you're actually attracting peace, because people don't realize when you don't have peace but you have money, you're still going to be constantly chasing, and you're never going to be satisfied. It's almost like eating and never getting full. Because it's like you'll be like, okay, yeah, I have this money and stuff, but I'm still not happy. And people don't realize, because money doesn't make you happy. Rich people have told you this, you know what I'm saying? So people don't believe it, because, you know, they'll be at whatever level they're at and they're struggling and they're having financial problems, so they think that that's related to why they're sad. Money problems are money problems. That doesn't have anything to do with your happiness, your peace. So I think the main thing that will make the world happy, anybody happy, is just being at peace with yourself and knowing who you are and loving yourself. And then everything else just falls into place around you, and that's the real happiness. It's not paper. So yeah, y'all, money don't heal people, love do. So I'm just going to end on that, beauties. And I appreciate y'all for watching my video. Please stay tuned for the next video. I will be posting this weekend. Thank you so much, beauties. I'll see you next video. Peace out.